Right, we are going to focus on something today, long-term care and all that entails. Again, Bruce Porter from the Resource Center. What do we need to know about long-term care? Because eventually, most of us need it, and it is going to affect our money.
Surprisingly, 7 out of 10 people probably watching our show today are going to need some type of long-term care before death. Before
it's over, 7 out of 10, because the longevity rate, we are getting older and older. We're living longer.
People are living longer. The average age of a long-term care resident today is 79, and the average stay is about 2.5 years. Now, that just tells you that you're going to be there approximately 2.5 years, and you financially have got to be prepared because the costs are astronomical. And I've looked into it. I did some research for the show today. The average cost, and I believe we've got a screenshot that we can look at, the average cost of in-home health care. I mean, that's people that want to stay at home, they don't want to go to nursing care, and they want to stay in their own environment. $4,419 today is the average cost being spent on in-home health care. Now, when you...
over what period of time, though?
Well, that's monthly. That's monthly cost.
That's what I'm getting at. A month, you guys, a month. Okay.
Per month. Now, community or assisted living. Now, when you look at that, assisted living average cost being spent today, $3,193 per month. And for adult daycare, which is the community living environment, $1,842. Now, once you transition over and you get to a point where you need full-skilled nursing care, now a semi-private room, average cost today, $5,300. You look at a private room, $6,100. Now, if we apply just a 3% inflation rate to a 10-year factor, when you slide up and you look at 10 years from now, we go from $4,400 a month for in-home health care to $57. Community and assisted living goes to $41 and $2,400. Nursing homes, $6,900 for semi-private, $79 for a private room. That's just at a 3% inflation rate.
Yeah.
If we look at one more column, 5% inflation over the next 10 years, it takes it astronomically high. $6,988 for in-home health care. You look at assisted living, $5,000 per month, $60,000 per year.
Think about that.
$2,900 for adult daycare. Now, you look at semi-private and private rooms, and here's the only thing I'm going to say about that. That is financially devastating to any person probably watching today.
Absolutely. Do you have an extra 10 grand a month that you just can do without? I mean, probably not.
And we can't. And so the reason that I wanted to bring this topic up is it's a financial crisis that has to be addressed somehow. Now, there's only about 4 ways you can take care of care.
Okay.
Now, one of them we try to address every month. You can do an estate planning option.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't sound as complicated as it is. All you need to really remember to do, register for our workshops at the Resource Center, and we will give you options and things that you can do with an estate plan that can help mitigate some of the cost or the exposure of your assets.
Okay, so it'll mitigate it. That's not saying you have to start paying that much now.
No.
It can maybe shave down the total later is what you're saying, because I think a lot of people watching right now are saying, forget it. I mean, just forget it. It's not possible. It's not going to happen. But
so if you want to protect assets from that kind of exposure, take a look at estate planning options. And we do educational events every month at the office, 882-1800, and you have to register, things like that, but that's an option. Long-term care insurance, very popular. There's a problem, though. The average age of a long-term care policy, 7 years. 25% of people that buy long-term care insurance cancel it within the first year.
Why?
They can't afford it. It's being sold and it's being oversold. That's, I guess, my opinion, but that's what I see. People that buy it when they're in their 40s or 50s, they keep it. And they keep it because the premium is low. When you're in your 70s and you look at buying it, the price is astronomical.
So in other words, buy it earlier. Even though it's something you don't like to think about, it could save your estate down the road.
Oh, absolutely. If
Yeah.
it's offered through your employer, definitely take a look at that.
Okay.
Life insurance, believe it or not, has evolved into options that are available for seniors to buy life insurance with living benefits. When you think about it, it'll pay you that death benefit before death for long-term care coverage, and if you die and never go to long-term care, whatever premiums you've paid, your estate will be able to get that back in a life insurance death benefit. So there's a viable option, or you can just do nothing. Now,
Don't do
if
that.
you do nothing, all of your assets are exposed. Your money, your cars, your house, your personal property, everything's exposed to either spend down or recovery at the end. No assets will survive either the spend down or the recovery.
Okay.
Now, you can elect to do that. You have to be broke to qualify for Medicaid, and I'm summarizing.
Right.
But your assets have to be depleted before you'll be qualified for Medicaid.
Okay,
And
there.
so those costs
Yeah,
will
'cause
eat up your assets.
It will, and Medicare does
So-
not pay for this. So if you have a financial question for him, visit his website, resourcecenterinc.com, or give him a call, 417-882-1800. Think about it now before it's too late down the road, and then you're in a pickle. Bruce
right.
Porter, thank you so much.